Hey, welcome to the bonus training for the pre-trip inspection script. I hope that you highlighted all those colors that are required for your vehicle as well. So just as a recap, if you're doing Class A, you're going to need all 5 colors that we talked about, which is going to be the green, the yellow, the pink, the orange, and the blue. If you're doing Class B, you can get rid of the orange and the pink, and you're just going to need green, yellow, and blue. Okay, so now that everything's highlighted, let's talk about how to use this pre-trip script correctly. So make sure that you bring this with you every single day of class. If you show up without it and without it highlighted, you're going to ask to be sent back to the office and get all this stuff done again. So let's not waste any time there. The other thing that you do have to understand is that the pre-trip script is going to be coming with this checklist here, right? So there's going to be one for tractor trailers. There's also going to be one for buses. Now the cool thing is you are able to bring this to the road test itself with you, but it cannot be marked up on. So during the training, you can mark up anything that you want here, and then just ask for a new one before you go for the actual test itself, or make a copy of the one that we gave you, right? But this can be used as a memory guide. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for you to make sure that you're able to pass the test the very first time, right? So now, when it comes to the actual road test itself, if you look on page 3 of the pre-trip script, we gave you some extra notes. We tell you exactly what to bring. So we're telling you to bring your valid driver's license, which means you need a license, right? 2, all your permits. So depending on the state that you're in, some states have just 1 permit, some states have 2 permits, some states are like a paper and a plastic permit. Make sure you just bring all the permits with you on the day of the test. Make sure you have access to your DOT physical. You don't need the physical copy, but maybe you need to show like a copy of it. And then number 4, make sure you show up at least 1 hour before your actual test time itself at whatever testing facility you're going to be testing in, all right? Now, failure to do so, if you don't bring one of these things or you don't show up at all, you're going to be considered what we call a no-show. Now, no-show means that you're going to have to pay for the next test. This is something that's fully under your control. We don't want to charge you anything more than you have to pay, but we just want to make sure that you're able to go and we're able to test you, because these test dates are very hard to come by and it's super valuable. So if you don't go, you're actually taking the spot from somebody else who was ready to go, and that's not really fair, right? So just make sure you follow that process and you won't have any issues. But no matter what course that you're in right now, if you mess up any of these rules, you will have to pay for your next test. Now, we just went over the pre-trip. The second part of the test is going to be parking. So over here, you're going to have to make sure that you're able to park 4 different maneuvers. One is going to be a forward stop. We'll give you more clarification on what that is, but pretty much that's just making sure that your front bumper is able to stop within a 3-foot box. So making sure you understand how far away your front bumper is. Number 2 is going to be a straight line backing, which means you're going to have to know how to back up the tractor trailer straight at least 100 feet. Number 3 is going to be what's called a forward offset, which means you're going to have to almost do like a modified right turn. So your back trailer tires, or your back most passenger side tires, has to be able to cross within a 3-foot box when you're making a right turn. It cannot hit the cone. It cannot go too far. If you do, it could be the difference between passing and failing. And then the last one is called the reverse offset back. It's a mixture between alley dock, offset, and parallel parking all mixed together. It's one of the harder maneuvers to kind of master, but during the training, we will guide you through this whole thing. Everything's building blocks on each other, where if you really understand the process, you'll be able to rock and roll. Now, for you to understand this chart that we provided for you, if you're looking at page number 3, you're going to see pull-ups and looks. Pull-ups means how many times legally you can pull up for free, and then looks means how many times you're actually able to get out and look. For the test itself, you cannot get out any more looks than what's listed on this paper, and you can pull up potentially more times. Make sure you ask your examiner. But you do have to understand there's a difference between you passing the test and taking the test and you doing training. During training, we recommend, especially in the beginning of your training, get out as many times as needed, because the more you get out and look, the faster your training will get done when it comes to the actual parking maneuvers itself, right? And all of our examiners and all of our instructors are able to actually help you out and make sure that you're getting out to look as much as possible. And then the last section here is going to be the top reasons why you fell on the road. So if you pass the first part, which is the pre-trip, pass the second part, which is going to be the parking. Now the third part is going to be all about road driving. And if you do any of these mistakes, you will automatically fail the test. So some of the mistakes, and there are more, so you want to make sure that you're checking the CDL manual for all of them. But some of them, simple ones like if you don't wear the seatbelt, automatic fail. If you're speeding at 5 miles an hour or over the speed limit, automatic fail. if you stall the vehicle, if you coast the length of the truck, which means that you can't find a gear and the vehicle is just coasting down the side of the road. If you touch the curb during a turn, automatic fail. If you fail to use proper signals, which means you're not using your right turn signal, left turn signal properly, that could be the reason why you fail. Not stopping at the line for a stop sign, right? So if you pass over the line on the stop sign or on the crossing or whatever it is, it could be a reason why you fail. Getting caught at an intersection when the light turns red. So maybe you're trying to make a right turn or a left turn and all of a sudden you're stuck in the middle, you're blocking traffic and the light turns red on you. It could be the reason why you fail. And there's a whole bunch more out there, but this is the main reason why most people do fail. So like I said, our intention is to try to make it as easy as possible for you to pass this test, but we can only take you halfway there. I usually tell the students, if I ever want you to pass more than you want to pass, there's a problem there. We can't take the test for you. If you wanted me to take the test, you'd probably have to shave your head and pay me a whole lot more money to do it, and that's not something that we're willing to do. So that being said, just follow the process, trust the process. We've been doing this thousands and thousands of times. Our mission is to help 1 million people get on the road to freedom. We want to help you out to be at least one of those million to get your CDL license and get you that job that you're after. So trust us, follow the process, and continue on with this training course. Thanks. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.